It's Amy from Colorado Mountain Living, coming at you for a nice chilly June day. We had quite a lot of rain yesterday, which is unusual for us. We've just been sort of in almost like a drought the last few weeks. We've really had minimal rain, which has gotten me a little bit worried about the garden and how things are coming along. As you know, we have a very minimal garden right now, but I put a few things in pots, and well, they don't grow too fast, I'll put it that way. Right now, the peas are still pretty minimal as far as maybe 4 plants there. They're about 8 inches tall, a couple of radishes. Green beans didn't really survive the frost, so really not a whole lot going on with the potted plants. But in this video, I wanted to show you a new product that we're going to be trying out. A company contacted us with a product of theirs that they want us to review and try out. It's a LED grow light, so I think this might help us get a head start on being able to bring plants outside. Everything I'd put in these pots behind me went in as seed. So, you know, they basically had to germinate in the ground or in the dirt, and didn't really get much of a head start in really, really great optimal conditions. So I'm hoping that a grow light might be one of those solutions where we could get a really decent sized plant indoor and then be able to transfer it outdoors. So as promised, I told the company I'd be able to do an unboxing video for them, and I've been saving the package. It's right behind me here. So if I can do this before the rain comes, I can actually feel a few drops right now. The company is called Spider Farmer, and their product is this really amazing grow light. We'll see how amazing it is. So far, you know, it's really well packaged. You can see it's foam in there. It's pretty secure. Thank God it comes with a grower's manual, so I'm going to be using this because I've never really used a grow light before, so that's going to help me figure things out. And here's our setup. So, very kind of interesting looking. It looks very futuristic. It's got little square, I think, LED lights on it. Plugs in, right, to your regular outlet. And it looks like there's some hanging cables as well. So this is something that you'd be able to hang over your pots as you're getting ready. So thanks to Spider Farmer for sending us this light. We'll definitely put it to use and keep you guys posted on how well it's working for us. So probably maybe getting ready midsummer to do something like that, so then we can have maybe some fall crops into the ground, like some greens or something like that. Probably not something I'm going to use right away. I wanted to bring it inside since it was starting to rain out there, but very, very different from any other grow light I've ever seen. Usually they have really big bulbs, and the bulbs are really expensive, and you have to replace them if they break. But it really doesn't look like there's any sort of bulb on here at all that can break. So on this side it shows a min-max, so you can probably increase the brightness. There's a couple of, looks like telephone cable type of things, so I'm not really sure how that operates. I'll have to read the instruction manual. They're on off, and right here the grow manual. So I can tell there's definitely some kind of waterproofing right here. It feels a little rubbery on the surface, and you know, it looks like it hangs down like this. So definitely a different setup, something like I've never seen before. So it'll be really fun to see how it works. Okay, Brian's weighing in on it.
It appears to be really well built. I mean, this is a solid 1/8 inch chunk of metal.
Uh-huh.
And then transformer controls. Looks like you can control it with a computer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Came with a telephone cable, but.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. Go through the instructions part, yeah. It's not on a piece of plastic.
Right.
All the lights. This looks like it's been shrink wrapped, some kind of a silicone coating
Okay.
over the top of the I guess they're LEDs. They're some kind of a light emitting diode.
Let's see.
And it looks like there might even be a light sensor on it here.
Ooh, whoa.
That's barely turned on.
That's pretty bright. It's hard to see on the camera, but I'm
Yeah.
blinded, actually. Shine it down, maybe? Oh, that's really, really,
That's
really...
max.
I feel like I'm looking at a theater stage, is how bright it is.
So these are just the red ones. They're not. They're they're different wavelength of light is being emitted by these here.
They're infrared, maybe?
Yeah. So
We'll have to do it at night. And
Yep.
see how much it lights up the
Well,
outs-
shine down, like not at the camera, just shine towards the floor. Okay. It's hard to say because it's daytime. Yeah.
So we'll do it tonight. Do it. But definitely got a really nice controller. That's minimum. Well, we'll do it at night and you can see.
You can tell in the
Yeah.
video.
So that's minimum.
Uh-huh.
That's the maximum.
Okay. It's almost like looking at the sun. You can't look at it with your eyes, barely.
We'll shine it outside and onto the valley and see how well it does later.
Yeah. Well, cool. That's really promising. We'll have to see. Try growing some microgreens or
So
something.
Spider Farmer.
Spider farmer, yes.
That looks like that's going to hold up to a lot of use, I think.
Yeah, not so fragile compared to other grow lights. You know, they got the bulbs, everything's fragile. You got a giant setup.
Plastic. There's no plastic on this
Yeah.
except for the housing for the controller, the on-off switch. Transformers all metal, all the brackets holding it to the plate are metal. Heavy-duty cables, certainly weather resistant, almost weatherproof.
And just very minimal, right? There's not a
Yeah.
lot of moving parts. Like,
Exactly.
but, or remember those grow lights we got in North Carolina?
Yeah, they're all fluorescent type bulbs, 2
Fluor-
feet long.
Yeah, it was a very intense setup, for sure. So, okay, what else we should say about the product is you can get it on Amazon. So I think it was around $160 on Amazon for the setup. So kind of seems like a pricey, maybe price tag, but I think for the quality, it seems like it's really nice and it's compact.
Yeah, and each one of these lights, I mean, this is going to last a long, long time. Like a fluorescent bulbs, I mean, how often do they go out? I can't tell you how many shop lights I've had that the bulbs are out and, like one day they're working, the next day they're not, so you got to replace those. Plus they're so fragile. This is definitely going to take some abuse.
Yeah. And then let me take out the hanging cords. So it comes with
Okay.
some wire hangers, rope ratchet light hanger.
So definitely, you can move it around.
So it looks like each one you can, let's see, I'm not sure how it goes, but you
So
can
we'll have to
split.
hang it up downstairs and see
Yeah.
what kind of maneuverability we have with it.
So I'm not sure if you can pick this up in the video, but there's actually 3 colors of lights. There's a bluish white, a yellow white, and then the red. So that's almost like as though there were 3 different spectrums, but it's kind of interesting to notice. Okay, I'm going to read through some of the specs in the manual. So it actually says it's a full spectrum light. So you've got your full spectrum, right? So I don't really know how to explain that anymore. There's some really thorough specs in the manual. So there's a light switch, 2 channel switches that are like where your telephone cord goes into, and a dimming knob. And then your on-off switch is on the back. There's actually 3 different models. There's a 1000, a 2000, a 4000. The 1000 footprint covers vegetables, a 3 by 3 foot vegetable or a 2 by 2 foot flower footprint. The 2000 is 3x4 foot or 2x4 foot, and then the 4000 is a 6x6 foot or a 5x5 foot. And this model is the SF1000. You can actually connect all of the lights together if you get more than one set. So it shows how you can sort of connect these together using the channel connectors. And it has suggested hanging distance. So for how tall your seedling is and how high up you want your light to be adjusted. And the way that the hanging cables work, they're easily adjustable. So once you get everything mounted, you can actually adjust the hanging distance without having to take everything off the mount and then putting it all back on. Yeah, it'll be fun to kind of see how it goes and what all we can grow with this new grow light. So anyways, wanted to give you guys an update on our very first product review unboxing for the Spider Farmer LED grow light, and hope to keep you posted with as soon as we get some seeds. And I'm gonna need to get a little setup to plant some seeds and containers and set it up downstairs so we can start using the grow light and see where we can go and how long things take to grow with this new light. So anyways, guys, check it out if you want to learn more on Amazon or Spider Farmer. I think it's maybe .com. I'll post a link to their website, and you can do more of a review if you're interested in getting a grow light for yourself. And you know, this is a way that you can do plants year-round inside and on a really small scale. So I think I can imagine using this for doing microgreens or growing some spinach or some arugula or something like that, or herbs inside, or if you just want to have some fresh flowers throughout the year, or if you want to really get a good head start before you put things in the ground outside. So now that we're in the summer months, I could see this being used for getting some plants ready before a fall planting. So maybe towards the end of August, if we can keep things frost-free, might be able to do some greens or some cool weather crops and get them a head start with this rather than doing direct seed into the ground. So anyways, guys, we'll keep you posted on Spider Farmer LED grow light. Thanks for tuning in. So one thing I've been wanting to do is get back to the garden to see how things are doing, since we're pretty much high summer and not the peak of the summer, but we're just getting into that really warm weather. So right away, the thing that's doing the best is the rhubarb plant. And this is the third year I've had the rhubarb, and I'm thinking I could actually harvest it this year. I might try to make some strawberry rhubarb pie or something like that. Unfortunately, our strawberries aren't all the way ready yet. Some of the plants, you can see they've got the blossoms. Some of them have quite a few blossoms. And some of them actually have berries just starting to form. Some of these over here, they got some berries coming. And that's pretty cool. I mean, these have done well. I've had minimal maintenance on them. Yeah, the rhubarb seems to be doing right. And I'll pick some of this and see what I can make. I think I've got some strawberries from the store, so might be okay on that. And I just heard a tip that you want to twist it from the base. It's tough though. Okay, one. So we'll get some of these older ones out of the way.